An important piece of Tampa's history is in trouble today. How you can help restore this historic tower. Good Saturday morning to you, Natalie Ferrari. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh. We are kicking those temperatures off on the Florida chilly side. A whole lot of 60s as you step outside, and I'm even seeing a few spots in the 50s. But here's the thing. This time tomorrow morning, I think we're all going to be singing a whole different tune. I'm going to walk you through what that will mean for your forecast tomorrow and get you started on your weekend plans coming up.
Gunshots send fans here at this high school football game running. This morning, what we know about a man and child who were hurt as police search for the shooter. And boy, oh boy, you know, some people will just never learn. Even an arrest could not stop this guy from trying again with some downright questionable disguise.
What?
Yeah.
So many questions.
It is Saturday, November 16th, 2019. You are up on the bright side. Good morning to you. We thank you so much for starting it here with us as always. I'm Josh Sidor.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
You're going to need a jacket if you head out there this morning.
I know.
But it's nice. I'm not complaining.
It's actually not so bad. It's once that breeze hits you, that's when you're like, oh, okay.
You get a little bit of a chill.
I'm not used to this anymore.
Yeah, though everyone up north who knows me is going, really? We got like 3 feet of snow on the ground already.
Everyone up north is laughing.
Get over yourselves, all right? Yeah.
Guess how much cooler it is this morning compared to this time yesterday?
This morning?
Without looking to your right.
10, 15 degrees cooler?
Close.
Really?
Super close in some spots. Let's get right to it on this Saturday morning as you get ready to head out the door and kick off the weekend for your weekend plans coming up.
All right, Natalie, as always, we want to make the most of the time you've got with us here this morning, so let's get you in the know. This morning, a man and child remained in serious condition after that shooting you just heard in the stands at a high school football game. This happened in Pleasantville, New Jersey, that's near Atlantic City. The sound of gunfire sent players and fans running for cover.
Oh yeah, that's gunshots, so we just saw everybody from the crowd running. So that's when the whole football team, coaches was telling us get down, but we didn't want to get down, we wanted to get somewhere safe inside the school. So we all ran up here, ran through the fence, and then we went through here.
As of this morning, investigators have not said yet if they figured out who the shooter is. All right, have you seen this video yet here? Watch closely that biker as that car comes through. Ready? Yep. There it is. This morning, police in St. Pete, they're searching for the driver who hit that guy on the bike. This is at the Pinellas Trail crossing at 49th Street South. The guy on the bike says the driver did initially stop to apologize, even helped him move his bike out of the road, but then left before police could show up.
I just wish he would have stayed. You did all that, it wouldn't be as bad if you would have just stayed. You did what you're supposed to do, so it would have just been a citation at the most, because you didn't run. Now it's a criminal charge because you ran. It's hit and run. Now you ran. You're making it worse on yourself.
You can see he was left with several fractures and broken bones. Police say it is important to point out here that Weldon, he blew through a stop sign, which gave those drivers little time to react to him crossing. The real issue here, just as he just said, is that the driver left the scene of a crash with injuries, and that is a felony. Police are looking for this car. Here's a better look. It is a white Chrysler 200. We have this picture posted on our 10 News WTSP Facebook page as well if you want to share it. Help spread the word. 8 more witnesses are scheduled to publicly testify in the impeachment inquiry of the president next week. This morning, Nicole Killian has a look at the key testimony from this past week on Capitol Hill.
Former Sondland is scheduled to testify publicly before the House committee next week.
And those hearings next week, they are scheduled to last 3 days, starting on Tuesday. The Florida mother of a missing 5-year-old girl is awake from a medically induced coma, and investigators say she is talking. Police say Brianna Williams, she overdosed on the day a child's remains were discovered in Alabama. Now, those remains still have not been positively identified as her daughter, Taylor Williams. Williams is being held on a $1 million bond. It looks like someone was not paying attention here. The FAA says it appears the pilot of this private jet accidentally ran into a parked plane at San Antonio International Airport yesterday. Nobody was hurt, but about 300 gallons of fuel spilled onto the ground. 6:07 is your time. Happening today across Tampa Bay. The Florida Department of Health in Pasco County is teaming up with Winn-Dixie to give free Hep A vaccines. clinic will be in a mobile unit in the parking lot of the Winn-Dixie along U.S. Highway 19 in Holiday. You can also get free HIV and Hep C rapid testing. That clinic runs from 9 this morning until 1 this afternoon. Or you can learn some new ways to reuse and recycle in Sarasota County. To mark America Recycles Day, there is a free event happening at the county's Chemical Collection Center on Bee Ridge Road. There'll be some games. There's even going to be a food truck, several food trucks on site. It starts at 10 and runs until 1 o'clock. Well, there is a unique event to help restore the historic Sulphur Springs River Tower in Tampa. You've probably driven past this. River Tower Festival is raising money to support the repair and long-term maintenance of the tower. There'll be food trucks, drinks, fun stuff for the kids, and even live music. It is at River Tower Park. That starts in just a few hours at 11 o'clock this morning. Well, you know, probably good practice. If you're robbing a bank, so I've heard, you don't normally smile for the camera as you're leaving said bank with a bag of cash.
To each his own, right? But this was no ordinary bank robber. His name is Dontrell Scott, and he has 16 mug shots. In each one, he tries to go under disguise. Check this out. I'm going to have a really hard time reading this while looking at these photos. Here's what he looks like as he finished robbing that bank, right? And here are his other mug shots, from lipstick and wigs to eyeliner and facial hair. This guy has created just about every look. The 26-year-old has been arrested in Columbus, Ohio at least 16 times since 2012.
It's a lot.
The guy is definitely the king of mugshot makeover. Is he though?
He's committed. He's really committed to this.
I think someone's watched way too many failed crime
What do you think
series.
of him as a blonde? He really rocks that look.
You know what? I appreciate the pink lipstick he put along with it, because that's how you color
He even did, it looks like he changes the color of his eyes too, with different contexts. Yeah, he does.
Does he?
Wow.
Yeah, there's the blue. See?
Well, you know what?
Barbie girl.
A for effort.
Our producer's like, even the brows changed too.
Even the brows changed. He was committed. Oh boy. Well, maybe he'll learn after the 17th mugshot this time.
Okay.
Next year on Bright Side, her phone stopped working. That's when a Florida woman discovered an unbelievable buzz. Not a bad day to maybe stay inside, watch some college football. It's going to be kind of misty, cloudy, rainy.
Yeah, at least for the first half of the day, but I really think as the day goes on, things will gradually improve. They just may not warm up by much.
But then it really gets good tomorrow, you said.
Tomorrow.
Right? All right. We'll
Beautiful.
Bye. See ya.
Again, still on the cool side, but absolutely stunning for all of your outdoor plans, as a lot of folks like to do here in Florida once it hits 60.
What the Florida? Seems like we haven't done this in a while. So here we are.
Yeah, it really does.
What the Florida? So this woman, she is no beekeeper, but Florida woman found herself dealing with more than 100,000 bees in her backyard.
Take it away.
So she'd been out of town for a while, and apparently the bees took over a trailer in her yard. She didn't realize that she had a problem until her landline, her house phone, stopped working, so she sent a repair guy out. And the repair guy goes, yeah, I can't fix this. You've got an issue here with
I don't like this video.
bees. The beekeeper stepped in to help. They did get one of the hives out, but they have to go back in now and remove a second hive. Work's not done yet. Yeah.
After a while, I'm just like, throw my whole home away.
Right, we're done.
I don't need this.
Burn it, we're starting over. He said the wild bees, though, they aren't overly aggressive, but they will defend their hive. So
I appreciate the honey that comes from them, you know, selfishly, but
you don't want to deal with.
No, it's actually not so much bees, it's honeycombs. They freak me out. Like it's a texture thing.
Oh,
I'm
one of those.
I'm one of those.
Interesting.
Like
we've learned something.
Multiple
new
holes
here
and hives, the texture thing.
There's a name for that.
There is.
We're going to Google it and get back to you on that.
Yeah, I definitely have that condition.
Okay, it
Not
makes
clinically
sense.
recognized, unfortunately, but.
No, we're diagnosing it right here, right now on Brightside.
Thank you.
All right, well, he ignited controversy taking a knee in the NFL. It's now been a few years since he's played, but Colin Kaepernick getting a new opportunity, and we're going beyond the headline for that story this morning. A local Walmart employee is killed while on his break. This morning, why investigators believe he was targeted as they search for the shooters. A local teen's push for more mental health resources for her and her classmates is personal. A life-changing moment motivating her to make a difference. And this was the cake a mom wanted for her kid's birthday party. Wait till you see what they actually got.
No, don't make me wait. I want to see it.
It didn't look like that.
Oh,
it was a bit of a fail.
Oh, no.
Good morning to you on this Saturday, November 16, 2019. You're up on the bright side. Thanks for keeping it here with us. I'm Josh Sidorowicz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
We looked it up. Your condition is trypophobia. Trypophobia, the fear of
clusters of holes, like has to be a lot of holes.
like a honeycomb.
There's certain plants that make us very...
If you Google it.
It's
Porous, things that are porous.
Porous.
There you go.
Holes.
Like the clouds this morning, porous, rain coming down.
Let's do what I like.
It's
Can we do the
okay.
things I like first?
It'll be okay. All right, we won't talk about it anymore.
It's going to terrorize me. Look at this, guys. This morning, not only
A local Walmart employee is killed while on his break. This morning, why investigators believe he was targeted as they search for the shooters. A local teen's push for more mental health resources for her and her classmates is personal. A life-changing moment motivating her to make a difference. And this was the cake a mom wanted for her kid's birthday party. Wait till you see what they actually got.
No, don't make me wait. I want to see it.
It didn't look like that.
Oh,
it was a bit of a fail.
Oh, no.
Good morning to you on this Saturday, November 16, 2019. You're up on the bright side. Thanks for keeping it here with us. I'm Josh Sidorowicz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
We looked it up. Your condition is trypophobia. Trypophobia, the fear of
clusters of holes, like has to be a lot of holes.
like a honeycomb.
There's certain plants that make us very...
If you Google it.
It's
porous, things that are porous.
Porous.
There you go.
Holes.
Like the clouds this morning, porous, rain coming down.
Let's do what I like.
It's
Can
okay.
we do the things I like first?
It'll be okay. All right, we won't talk about it anymore.
It's going to terrorize me. Look at this, guys. This morning, not only do we have a lot of cloud cover, some early morning sprinkles along the Gulf Coast, but also increased wave action. Breezy conditions out of the northwest, up to 20-25 miles per hour at times. That is going to allow this high rip current risk to remain in effect all the way through tomorrow morning. Small craft advisory also in effect until tomorrow morning. So basically, it's not going to be the greatest day to be at the beaches or even out on the water. I know a lot of folks want to walk along the beach, so I'm going to at least get you your beach forecast to show you what it'll be like with a jacket on, hanging out on the sand. But yeah, in the waters, it's just not going to be the greatest day whatsoever. Already, we're looking at temperatures that are easily 5 to almost 15 degrees cooler right now than where you were 24 hours ago. That's putting a lot of us right now in the upper 50s to the lower 60s. This afternoon, some of us are going to struggle to even hit 70 degrees as we just continue to usher in cooler air across central Florida. This means daytime highs, they're going to struggle again to even get out of the upper 60s, breezy conditions, peaks of sunshine towards the second half of the day. But I do think tomorrow will be brighter and more beautiful, just a little bit cooler to start. I'll walk you through that hour by hour coming up.
All right, well, this morning here, police, they are searching for two men in masks who they say shot and killed a Walmart employee outside the Pinellas Park store. These are some of the bullet holes that were all over the back of the building there. Police say the worker was on his break. When a car drove up, the two men just started shooting. Investigators think the man was targeted, but they haven't told us why. The accused shooter in the Saugus High School, California shooting has died. The 16-year-old killed two of his classmates and hurt three others before shooting himself on Thursday. Police say they know the shooting was a planned attack, but at this point they still don't know why.
We did not find any manifesto, any diary that spelled it out, any suicide note, or any writings which will clearly identify his motive behind this assault.
Police say several guns were found at the student's house and some were not registered. New this morning, Hernando County deputies are looking for 81-year-old Joan Kelly, who disappeared yesterday afternoon. She was last seen leaving her home in Spring Hill to go to her son in Lakeland. Deputies say she did speak to an FHP officer just before 10 last night. She pulled off the side of the road in Tarpon Springs because she needed directions. However, police say she does suffer from dementia. She might still be lost. She was driving a white Toyota Camry with Florida tags. Federal prosecutors are offering a plea deal to the two correctional officers who were guarding Jeffrey Epstein the night of his death, but they are reportedly not taking it. That is according to the Associated Press, citing people familiar with the matter. Investigators say Epstein committed suicide while awaiting trial on charges for sexually abusing teenage girls. The plea offer signals the Justice Department is considering criminal charges in connection with the wealthy financier's death. Today, it is the 4th annual Strides for Mental Illness 5K on the campus of USF. It's put on by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Brightside reporter Madison Allworth is live there this morning. Madison, what is the goal of this 5K?
Exercise in, but also donate some funds to a very good cause, Josh.
Yeah, and no doubt, the more that we can talk about this, I think the better off we all are for it. All right, Madison Allworth live in Tampa for us this morning. Thanks so much, Madison. Right now, there is a Bay Area teen who is pushing to get more mental health resources for her and her classmates. 16-year-old Jasmine Burden is asking for signatures for a petition to the Polk County School Board. She wrote it after she says her classmate tried to commit suicide in Bartow High School. Jasmine says she also has struggled with depression and anxiety and tried to take her own life about a year ago.
I want trained mental health counselors on every Polk school campus. I also want first aid kits in bathrooms. Having a tourniquet and a bandage could be the difference between saving someone's life and they bleed out on the floor.
Well, the Polk County School Board says that they agree with her petition. They're going to ask for more money to put a mental health counselor in each school. So good on her for getting that ball rolling. Happening today, the Clearwater Hamburger Mary's is celebrating some new beginnings with a grand reopening. Launched in 2013, the neighborhood bar and grill, it didn't close, but it did go through a revamp to overhaul its look and drink menu. This is the only Hamburger Mary's, of course, left in our Bay Area after last year when the Florida Health Department of Hillsborough County said that a worker at the flagship Ybor City location tested positive for hepatitis A. Shortly after, its Ybor location, St. Pete and Brandon locations all shut down. All right, well, when you spend months planning for a 5-year-old's birthday party, which seems like a long time. You do probably want everything to go perfectly at that point, from the decorations to the food.
Well, one mom thought everything was going well until the bakery where they were having the party at showed them their cake. Now, this is the cake Alexandra Schroeder asked the bakery to make, right? Yet this is what they got. It looks like they just put stone, at the lake when you just put stones on top of each other.
Sure, that's what it looks like. Yeah,
definitely not a unicorn horn.
No, it's not.
Josh. According to Delish.com, Schroeder shared the photo on Facebook and the bakery tried to retaliate. The bakery even claims the mom still owes them money. And now the bakery says they're taking things to court. Doesn't it cost more money to go to court than it would the resources?
Just to pay for the darn cake?
Or the resources that went towards the cake. If you can admit that's just not a horn. Bakery.
No, it definitely ain't a horn. That's for sure.
Make it stop.
Coming up on the flip side here on Brightside, an artist's mural is honoring an influential Tampa woman.
Whitey cake.
Well, we said it is a cool Florida morning here on this Saturday. These 60-degree temps are actually causing many Central Florida water parks to close for the day.
Wow.
That includes Universal's Volcano Bay, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, and Aquatica. If you had water park plans for the rest of the weekend, you're going to want to make sure to check those park hours before you go. Yeah, it's might be a little chilly.
It's just you're not going to really want to be at maybe a hot tub for 15 minutes, and then that's about it.
A group hot tub with all those people. Could you imagine what is hanging out
Who are you?
in that thing?
Well, I'm not going to go to a water park for that.
Well, I don't go to a water park either. Too many things happening in the water there. People.
And I'm weird for not liking holes.
I'm just saying. It's a lot going on.
Okay. So while we enjoy beautiful conditions, at least the sunshine later today, we'll just avoid going into any water parks for sure. Especially.
6:48. Time to take a look at what is trending this morning, shall we?
Let's do it.
Comic book movie Joker has officially made more than $1 billion at the box office. It is actually the first R-rated Hollywood movie to ever reach that global milestone. Deadpool and Deadpool 2 are the two nearest R-rated rivals. They grossed $783 and $785 million, respectively. Have you seen it yet?
Well deserved. We talked about this. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I don't remember what we talk about on this.
Well deserved, though. Very much so a fascinating film.
Still on my list. Well, hey, listen to this. Uh-oh, Swifties. Taylor Swift might not be performing at the American Music Awards. Pop star is in an ongoing battle over her music rights with her former record label Big Machine Records. So label executives said that she is not allowed to perform old songs on TV because that would count as re-recording that music before she's actually allowed to start re-recording it next year.
Wait, what? Huh?
Yeah, because she doesn't have rights to her old catalog, so she would have to re-record everything.
Oh my gosh.
Because she has partial rights because she wrote them, but she can't do it on TV until next year. It's a whole
That's
thing.
a lot. Okay, come on.
Anyways, so her Netflix documentary might also be on hold too. Sorry to whoever is impacted by this. All right, it is the reunion that Natalie has been waiting for. After years of begging,
Yes.
pleading, Friends fans might finally be getting their way. HBO Max and Warner Brothers are in talks to bring the original cast back together for an unscripted reunion special. The original 6 have all agreed to it, according to The Hollywood Reporter. So keep your fingers crossed. So it won't be if it's unscripted, it's going to be more like not going to be like an actual show.
That means I have to take a break from Disney Plus.
Yeah, Natalie
okay
hasn't
with
left
this.
her home. This is the first time Natalie has left her home in several days.
Also very true. And that explains why, I don't know if you follow them on Instagram, you know, all 6 of them like I do. They've been spending so much time together.
They have. So there's been a lot swirling about what's going on. All right. Well, there you go. Something to look forward to. Oh, and then there's this. SpongeBob is on a quest to find his missing pet and meet some new friends along the way. In the first trailer for the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, SpongeBob and his best buddy Patrick, they journey deep into the sea to the lost city of Atlantic City to find his pet snail Gary, who was possibly snail napped. But before we go any further,
Yeah, can we address what just happened?
let's stop and take a moment. Acknowledge that Keanu Reeves is apparently playing a tumbleweed in this movie.
I like how you just kept reading, like that little fact was just going to go unnoticed.
Well, I don't quite understand still what's going on. Is there another shot of the tumbleweed? Is it coming back up?
No,
All right,
it
we're
was
just
just
gonna,
him.
let's kill some time so I can see. Oh,
Yes.
why is that happening? Why is that a thing? He does look a little like Jesus.
What is it?
Obviously. The film hits theaters in May. Stay tuned.
Googling now.
Next year on Bright Side, before you head out, get Saturday started, we've got a final check on your headlines and your forecast when we come back. CBS This Morning, Saturday, coming up in just about 6.5 minutes here. Jeff Glor and Michelle Miller are in New York with why you should stay tuned. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, Josh. Coming up, we'll have all this morning's headlines in our Saturday session.
It's all just ahead on CBS This Morning, Saturday.
All right, guys, we'll see you then. Thank you. But first, one final check on your Saturday morning headlines. This morning, police are searching for 2 men in masks who they say shot and killed a Walmart employee outside the Pinellas Park store. Police say the worker was on his break when a car drove up and the 2 men started shooting. Investigators think the man was targeted. You can see the bullet holes in the wall here. They still haven't figured out the why he might have been targeted. This morning, police in St. Pete are searching for the driver who hit this guy on the bike. Watch closely here. This was at the Pinellas Trail Crossing, 49th Street South. Police say it is important to point out that the biker there, he did blow through that stop sign, which gave those drivers little time to react. The real issue, they say, is the driver left the scene of a crash with injuries, and that is a felony. There is a unique event to help restore the historic Sulphur Springs River Tower happening in Tampa today. River Tower Festival is raising money to support the repair and long-term maintenance. There will be food, trucks, drinks, fun stuff for the kids, live music. It's at River Tower Park starting at 11 o'clock this morning.
Good morning. I'm Madison Allworth on USF's campus at Simmons Park, here for the 4th annual Strides for Mental Health Awareness 5K. That's hosted by NAMI Hillsborough, an organization that provides resources for families in need around mental health. They also educate community leaders, and additionally, they advocate for mental health resources and legislation. The event today is hoping to raise money for NAMI, but also to help end that negative stigma around mental illness and mental health resources. So if you're interested, the event starts here at 8 a.m. with speakers, and the 5K itself starts at 9 a.m.
A great cause and a great conversation, Madison, that I think we need to all be having here and more of. All right, Madison, thanks so much. I like running and walking in this type of weather,
Absolutely.
too.
This is actually what I've missed, where it's cool in the mornings, but a little warmer in the afternoon. Here's the thing, this weekend, it's not going to get much warmer in the afternoons.
More soup weather.
I'm all here for it. Unseasonably cool all throughout your entire weekend plans. Normal for this time of year.
All right, we will see you on Facebook Live here in just a little bit, and then we'll see you back here tomorrow starting at 7. Have a great rest of your day.